Don't stop.
Hi, thanks so much for joining me in the Everything and Anything in a Bit Gay podcast. I'm your host, Zach Randles-Friedman. Thanks so much for joining. Can't wait to tell you about the two guests that I have today in my show, and I'll get to that in a moment. But before, I just wanted to tell you, I just had a birthday this week, and I was talking to some friends just about, the older you get, and it's weird because I go back and forth if I actually feel like an adult. And I think a lot of people have this feeling. I mean, I don't feel like a child, but just listen to this and tell me if this resonates with you. If you think about so I just turned 53 years old, and I actually hate celebrating my birthday, not because I don't want to get old. I just hate the attention. And there's some people that hey, they tell you a month ahead, my birthday's this month, or my birthday's this week, my birthday's tomorrow, this is my birthday week. And some people really, really want to celebrate. They want to go to a restaurant with their friends. They want the whole cake and candle brought out. I am the opposite of that. I want nobody to know. We went to dinner last Saturday to a great restaurant here in Boston. I'll give it a shout out because I thought the restaurant was so delicious and the service was amazing. It's called Moo. It was in the Seaport. So if you're ever in Boston or you live in Boston, check out Moo because it was fantastic. But when we sat down, the waiter asked, "Are you celebrating anything tonight?" And I said, "No." And my husband just looks at me and smiles. He goes, "Well, we're celebrating his birthday, but he doesn't like any attention for it." I love to give people fake birthdays when I go to meals with them. So my thing that I have done with people when I was working in the corporate world, what I would do, because there was lots of travel and lots of dinners over the past couple of decades. And I did a thing when I started working at this company many companies ago, where we were always traveling to Europe. There was always kind of the same of us going. I had a friend, Elaine, and every time me and her would go to dinner, I would always tell the waiter it was her birthday. They'd always bring in a candle, a little cake, a little dessert. And even as our group, it wasn't just me and Elaine, there could have been 20 of us at a big group dinner. I would always do it, and it was always really funny. And we got a good laugh about it. Even up until the time before I left, I think that last night, we were somewhere in New Jersey because the company was based in New Jersey, and we did it to one of our coworkers, and I did this at the company I was at previously too with a few people, and I think it goes over well. And we laughed. There were a couple of friends that I did it to that I worked with that liked it, and then they're just bipolar, so I'm not even going to talk about them. But yeah, they liked it. Then all of a sudden they didn't like it. And I'm like, well, which personality are you today? So anyway, I was just talking with my friend about, it's my birthday. It's crazy. And we were just talking about all the things that we do. I don't know, going on these trips with friends and going out to bars still. I mean, I'm not going out that often, but 2 or 3 weeks ago, I went out to a bar with a couple of friends, talking to people in bars, just, doing things. And so me and my friends are always like, well, do you think our parents were doing this at 53? And if you think, and I'm like, no, my mom was being a mom. She was I'm trying to think, how old was I when she was 53? I think I was probably living in New York at 53. I was probably in my late 30s. My late 20s. So what I'm doing today, she just was not doing this at all. She was not ever going to a bar. Her and her friends would go out to dinner and have wine and stuff, but they'd go to her friend's house and they would have some wine and stuff, but they were not going out. They were not dressing the way that we're dressing today. She was dressing like a mom. And my dad, the same thing. My dad was working. He would come home. It's just completely different. And I just think that parents that we grew up with, or that at least that I grew up and my friends grew up with, are just so different from who the kids are today. So even if you're in your 30s or 40s. Think about this, like, your parents are completely lived a different lifestyle than you did, and it's not just talking about the LGBTQ plus community, it's kind of like everyone. Like, my straight friends, they're doing things that their parents didn't do and my parents weren't doing, so it's quite hysterical how generations change. And my mom and dad didn't care about brand names. My mom didn't have 50 pairs of Gucci shoes in her closet, or I don't know, there was whatever the Lululemon equivalent was back then. She wasn't, well, was she doing stuff like that? Maybe she was a little bit, but she wasn't into name brands the way I am. Um, yeah, just completely different. We have different paths that we took in our life and stuff. But I would say it's because I don't have kids and she had kids. But even my friends that have kids, they're living their a life completely different than their parents. It's so crazy. But anyway, my guests today are. I've had them both on as guests before. I thought they were both amazing. Then they came on this time to co-promote a new song they have that is really great. I got a preview of it. It is coming out today on March 27th. And I've been listening to it for the last few days, and it's fantastic. It's very catchy. Once you listen to it, you're going to play it over and over in your head. Ricky Rebel is an artist, and Myla is a DJ, and they got together and they put together this amazing song. So I hope you enjoy it. There will be a link to the song on Spotify and Apple Music, and check it out and let me know what you think about it in the comments. Thanks so much for listening, and enjoy the episode and the interview with Myla and Ricky Rebel. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me on the Everything and Anything in a Bit Gay podcast. Today, I have two returning guests who I actually love talking to, and I love that they are doing a collaboration together. I am so excited for this new song that's coming out. It's called Sky is Falling, and we're going to get into all that and figure out what Ricky Rebel and DJ Myla have been up to over the past couple of months. So welcome both to the show.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
You guys were both, the episodes I did with you previously, I got so many great DMs and follow-ups about how great you guys were and how much people loved you and stuff. So that's probably not a surprise, because I'm sure you guys get that reaction all the time. But I'm so happy to have you back to talk about what you guys have been up to.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be back.
Thank you. Your skin is glowing, by the way.
Before we get into the collaboration, I wanted to just talk about how you two got together and decided, like, how did you meet, first of all, and then how did you decide, like, oh, we need to work together?
Myla and I were introduced at a show that we were performing in LA, and I saw this gorgeous girl come up and DJ, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love her. Like, automatically, it was just a connection there. She's a sweetheart. She had a warm heart, and she's an excellent DJ. And it was one of our friends, a mutual friend, Rochelle Royale, who's an excellent singer on her own right. And we were doing like shows together as a team. And then I later on asked them to do a show at Bar Sinister in LA, and Myla DJ'd that night as well. And it was a killer show.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It was so amazing. That night was amazing. We all performed together. It was such a beautiful night, and I really love your performance. It was amazing. The crowd was going crazy when you were singing. So, yeah, it was just such a special moment. You're super talented. Yeah, and we know each other for a while now, and finally we always been talking about like we should do collaboration, and finally we made it happen. So I'm super happy and grateful that we're working together.
Awesome. So are you going to do a live show together, or the one that you did at that night, was that a live show together?
I think we will.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, we haven't booked like anything like now quite yet, but we're definitely working on it. So we want to do like, for example, like when one of us have show, we come and we have a singing together on the stage, or maybe we can book like the same like that shows that I'm DJing, Ricky is singing, and we sing this song together. So definitely we're very open, looking for opportunities to perform together.
Also, whenever you're on stage, do you each kind of see how you connect differently to the audiences? Like I've seen Ricky perform, I've seen you DJ, I've seen the audiences. Like, do you? I mean, I could just imagine how you guys could be together, like bringing the audiences all together in one, you know, vibe. Like, I think it would be amazing.
Absolutely, absolutely. She has this natural charisma, very Britney. She gives me Britney charisma, Marilyn Monroe kind of charisma, and it goes well with my energy as well. The fire sign. I'm a Sagittarius, so you put it together, and it's just like really really fun. I can't wait. I can see us doing like big festivals. I mean, Mila's already performing at major
Yeah.
festivals, DJing, and
Mhm.
I can see us doing like a pop up show. You know, where we're just
Yeah,
like come in during the set and just do like one number and kill it, get the crowd
yeah,
hyped.
for sure. That would be amazing.
And we'll be right back. Okay, now back to the show. What would be your ultimate, like, if you could pick something, what would be your ultimate, like, would you want to do a Coachella together? I think that'd be amazing if you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coachella will be next level. Yeah, it'll be amazing. I actually have a festival in August. That would be good. But I think before August, we can do something for sure.
I think you're ready for Coachella, though. I think even though it's next level, I think you're both there. I mean, I've seen you both together or separately, and together, I think you would get a big crowd. I think it's time.
Yeah,
So,
it
if
is.
Coachella sponsors, you're listening, this is where you need to go. Call them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like we're already
definitely.
booked.
Manifesting.
Exactly, we're manifesting it. Um, so talk to me a little bit about. Well, first of all, I just want to like point something out. Ricky, you just got inducted to the American Entertainment Hall of Fame, and they had a big celebration at Warner Brothers Studios. Talk to me about that a little bit. That's pretty amazing.
It was wonderful. It was like a rainy night and torrential rain that night. And it was just so crazy because my friends came out to watch the induction. I was so grateful that they came because they had to get through torrential rain to be there. But yeah, I was at Warner Brothers Studios. There were so many producers, Grammy Award winners who were being inducted as well. And uh, Champagne King Evelyn Champagne King. Do you remember her songs like Shame,
Oh yeah, yeah,
a disco diva, right?
yeah,
She was
I've heard her. Yeah, it's
Do
amazing.
you love her? Like I love her.
I love her. So beautiful.
When I found out that she was there being inducted during sound check, she was in sound check just like checking and doing the thing and I thought it was like somebody pretending to be, the
yeah,
singer.
yeah,
Just and then I walked away and then this woman was with her children and was like, "Do you know who that is? That is a legend. That's Evelyn Champagne King." I'm like, "That's the real Evelyn." Oh my gosh. I screamed and I went up to the front and was dancing and then she and I like became pretty like we had our moment. She watched me perform live and she's like, "You're great." And it was like really fun to perform in front of her. My
yeah,
parents came out. I got to do the speech and everything. So yeah, it was cool. I did a 3 song set, kind of like songs from my career. You know what I mean? I did like the boy band era, the No
yeah.
Authority song, "Can I Get Your Number," into like boys and sometimes girls, and another just like something that I just released. So yeah,
Awesome. And Mila, what's been happening with you? Because I know you had this cruise that you said you loved and you had a great time doing. And summertime's coming up with all the festivals. What's coming up for you, or what's something that you've done that you've just loved so much?
A cruise ship was amazing. It was super fun. It was a festival cruise ship, so it was party going nonstop, and everyone was just like having an amazing time. I had a blast. Yeah, it was my first time in a cruise ship. It was amazing. And after that, I had a show with Cascade, so it was amazing. I did opening set for Cascade. He's really nice. And so last weekend, I was playing festival called Get Lucky. It was super cool. It's all about like spring is coming, so everything was like green and everything, the green team.
Yeah,
And a lot of people, I think at my set, it was like 4,000 people at my stage. It was super cool. Everyone is dancing, having a blast. I love performing over at Park City. It's super fun. So like City.
yeah, awesome.
Yeah. And I have Miami Music Week coming up next week. I'm gonna be there for 1 week. So almost every day I have a show, a lot of like different label showcases, clubs. Miami Music Week, it's like so important for music industry, for electronic music
Yep.
especially. So I'm super excited to go also meet other artists, DJs and labels. Very excited.
Yeah, I grew up in Miami, and it is the perfect time of year to be in Miami because it's not too hot yet, and
Yeah.
you're going to have such a great time. The weather is going to be amazing, and the crowds are going to be so fantastic. So you're going to have a great time there. So uh,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
excited
super
for you.
excited. Thank you. And a lot of cool festivals coming up in the September, spring and summer, a lot coming up. This big festival, it's in August called Das Energy. That'd be maybe a great one for us to do together. And before that, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of things coming up so that we can do like performance together. That would be super fun.
Well, Ricky has a residency in Las Vegas. It's called Diamond Rebel Renee.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I think you should do something with him there.
I would love that.
Yeah,
I would
it's
love that.
definitely, going to happen. We're manifesting it for
Yeah.
sure.
Awesome. And Ricky, there's something that I seen in one of your um, it was like a couple of weeks ago. I don't know. I went down the Ricky Rebel path of being online and started looking at things for you before I even knew we were doing this interview. And I seen an interview that you did, and I had no idea that you were part of Madonna's label at one point.
Yes,
Wow.
That's
I
pretty.
was.
So, can you tell my audience about that? Because I love that story.
Oh yeah, I love Madonna. She's my musical hero. I have a signed poster of her on my wall in my studio that she gave me for
Oh,
my birthday when I was signed to the label during the Ray of Light era.
Oh, I
wow.
love that. That was one of my favorite eras of hers.
Me too. I knew her, on the label from Ray of Light into music, that kind of transition,
Yeah,
which to me
Mhm.
was like her best work ever, both of those records. And her label was just the best label I've ever been on. Um, Probably the best label is going to be Riveting Music, who's going to be releasing our single,
yes,
Yeah.
Sky is Falling. That's going to be the best label. But before that, Maverick was fantastic. They treated us so well. They put us on tour with Britney Spears, and everything they said they
Wow.
would do, they actually accomplished for us. And it's very rare that a record label does that.
yeah,
And I met Madonna in the recording studio when we were doing a remix of one of our singles called "Don't Stop" by Ronnie Jerkins. He was the producer at the time. He was only 19 years old, and he's Dark Child. He became the like
yeah,
massive producer. But at the time, he'd only done like Mary J. Blige and like our the boy band. And he called me up. He's like, Ricky, you got to come over right now. There's someone here, and I'm not even going to say who, but you got to come over right now. And I was like, oh, I dropped everything
oh
because I knew
yeah,
exactly who it was. And we were walking down the hall, and I heard someone screaming. I'm like, oh, I recognize that scream. That's Madonna screaming at somebody. And we got to eventually meet up. She was playing with her baby on Eric's one of the band members, his truck. She was
okay,
playing with Lola, and then so he's like, go talk to her. He like literally pushed me out of the studio. I was so nervous.
yeah,
And then we got to meet her, and we got to meet Shep Pettibone,
yeah,
one of her biggest producers, who wrote some of the greatest songs for her of all time.
yeah.
She's a very shy person. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't know that, but meeting her, she's quite demure, quite shy, inquisitive, curious, um, yeah, and vulnerable.
Was it intimidating though? I feel like it would be so intimidating to meet her. I feel like she kind of just like makes the energy just so insane when she's in a room. I couldn't imagine.
I was scared.
Yeah,
My mom was like, don't go out. She didn't want me to go out into the studio because she didn't want to blow this like dream of like vision I had of Madonna, because she was like screaming mad at
yeah,
something.
yeah,
But that's the Madonna that I grew up like. I know that temper. I know
yeah,
that, and I kind of grew up with that, kind of in the dance world. My background is in dance, and I had a teacher named Marguerite Derricks, who later on became like a huge, massive choreographer. But she's from New York too, and she had that kind of attitude. And when I met Madonna, it was like looking at Marguerite. It was like the same
yeah.
person, the same attitude. it was really interesting.
And Mila, Madonna's coming out with a new
Mhm.
record.
I would love to meet her. Really, I love Madonna.
We will again.
I've never met her. I would love to meet her, or go to her show, to her concert. She's definitely such an icon. I've never met her. It's definitely such an amazing things that you met her. She's very, very talented, very inspirational.
Well, she has a new record coming out this year, and manifesting this for you as well. I think you should do a remix for a couple of her new songs when they come out,
Yeah,
because this supposedly this
that will
record
be
is going to like
amazing.
Oh,
blow.
that's smart. That's smart.
Like
Yeah.
this new record I keep reading about is supposed to like be one of her best, is what I'm keep hearing. So I'm so excited for it, and I think you'd be a perfect person to do a remix of some of her songs. So we're going to manifest that too.
That's such an amazing idea. Let's manifest it. Yeah, I would love to do that. Like to do electronic version of her song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Mila
would
can
be
sing and
epic.
I'll produce it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. So let's talk about "Sky Is Falling." Like, talk to me about how this whole song came up. How you two were like said, "Yep, we're working together," and talk about what the meaning of the song is.
You want to do it, Mila? Or you want me to do it?
Well, I can start. So we started recording this song actually 3 years ago. So we recorded it 3 years ago, and only now we like decided to remix it, make it more electronic version, and send it out to the world. But the vocals we recorded 3 years ago, and it was
Oh
amazing. We
wow!
like all were in the studio recording vocals. It was such a beautiful day, and yeah, so I now we created more electronic version of it, and I think it's gonna be a great success. I'm really excited for it.
And it's coming out March 27th, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome. And Ricky, tell me a little bit about what the song, like how it came about. Like, did you write it? Did you guys write it together? Did you tell me all about that?
It was a co-write, and I was working with my choreographer Samantha Hart, and she's also a writer. And we went on tour together in Japan, and she got to hear my whole story about my life in the boy band years and what that was like, and when it fell, and that kind of
Yeah.
torturous time for me in development, how I rose up from that, and just kind of like that struggle, what that kind of felt like.
Yeah.
To have, you have what you seemed, your dream manifesting, being on tour with Britney, being on the tour buses, and then 9/11 happens, and everything dies. The whole
Yeah.
industry died, and my ex-girlfriend left me. It was like this whole thing is like a really hard time, but um, she wanted me to talk about that in a song, so we started writing about it, and "Sky Is Falling" is what manifested from it, and it's the realization that uh, power and the pursuit of power is ultimately won't make you feel whole or complete. There's always more power to gain, more money, more fame, all of it, and that pursuit kind of is just really meaningless. And what really matters in life is love and that connection. And it's a tale as old as time, but it's reality. The love that you feel for other people, the love that you feel when you're creating with other people, like when Mila was in the studio with us, it was pure love, and you're just kind of generating that and capturing it on record, and that's what life is about. Life is not a competition, it's a collaboration.
And we'll be right back. Okay, now back to the show. And did you kind of feel that right away whenever you guys started doing this together? Like it was, I mean, did you feel the energy right away? I mean, just being on this podcast with you two, I can feel the energy just with you two already. So I feel like the song is going to be amazing. I wish maybe I can get an advance listen to it at some point before it comes out March 27th. But
Absolutely. I'll send you the link.
okay,
Sure.
cool. And can I play it on the after we're done? Can I have it come up and let people hear a little clip of it afterwards as well?
Yeah,
Yes,
I love that.
definitely.
Okay, cool. What do you think makes this collaboration kind of different with the two of you? Obviously, you had a good connection, you felt the vibe and stuff, but does it feel different than what you've done with other people in the past?
Working with Mila is great because she has this really strong power of manifestation. I don't think I've ever met anybody who is so strong at it, is so effortless and beautiful about it. Uh, one day on her Instagram, I just saw that she's like, I'm in Times Square. Like she was a
Yeah.
big old billboard in Times Square after we had just done a show. We're like, dang. And she's like, I'm in Cannes Festival. I'm in she
Yeah.
just, and she's like, what she wants, she just sees it and effortlessly it comes to her. And that's where I'm at in my life too. Like things are happening like that for me. So we're both really, really powerful manifestors. So when you put two manifestors like that together,
Yeah.
it's limitless what we can achieve. And that's what when she came to me, she was like, Ricky, I want to win a Grammy. I'm like, yeah, me too. She's like, let's just do it. I'm like, yeah, let's just do it. And so that's how Skies Falling came out.
Yeah, that's
I
how
love it.
we
Yeah.
quickly chatted the Grammy after party. Is that like, yeah, we should just win a Grammy. It's yeah. We reconnected at Grammy after party, and we're like, yeah, we have a song. We should release it, and yeah, it's gonna be very successful. Yeah, that's so funny. That's how it's all happened. And Ricky is amazing manifester too. So many amazing things happen, and I think like two of us, it's a lot of success for sure. I'm super excited, and I think the song is very meaningful, and I think it's really connect to the listener. So I think a lot of people will love it for sure.
Awesome. Oh, I can't wait to hear it, and I will definitely promote it on my show and over social media. When you were recording this and you were kind of done wrapping up and it's being edited, did it hit you like, oh, this is a hit? Can you tell me about that moment whenever that came into your head? Because I know it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be a hit, and like, what was that moment like?
Well, we had an older version of the song that was a little more just pop dance kind of thing. And it was Mila's idea to make it more of a techno vibe. So I reproduced the whole thing from scratch and create this kind of techno sound. And it just was like the
Yeah.
moment we heard it, I knew the moment I heard it, it was like, this is it. And I was hoping that she would, approve it and like it. And then she did. She heard it too. She heard the magic for sure.
Yeah, I've heard first time I played in the car and I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is so good. I was like right away, I was driving, I was like, this is amazing. And I was like texting you like, yeah, let's do it. This is so good. Yeah.
Yeah. It's mom's favorite song, by the way. I have an album that I'm working on right now, and I played her the whole album, and she's like, I really like that song, Sky's Falling. I like that one. That's her favorite one
Aw,
so
so
far.
cute.
This is your second song that you're releasing from the album, Ricky?
Yeah, the second one. First one was called Right Again. This is the second single. And
Awesome.
I've got like 10 songs.
Awesome. And they're all on Spotify, Apple, all that, right?
They will be. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
looked at your Spotify today and was listening to some of your music today. So it's the song, one of the songs that you said earlier. I was listening to. I'm like, oh, that's such a good song. So I'll put a link to your Spotify in this description of this podcast or video. I'll also put links to both of your websites and everything because you guys, I am so
Amazing.
excited to see you both walk on stage next year and get a Grammy together. So I think
Yes.
that will be an amazing thing. And hopefully, this is what I'm manifesting too. Madonna will be presenting you the Grammy whenever you get it. So that will be kind of the full circle thing. So
Let's do it. Let's
Yeah. Maybe
manifest
we'll
it.
get her
That sounds
attention.
epic.
I can't wait to see. Do you think this is kind of the first of many things that you'll be doing together? I feel like it is. You guys have a really good vibe and energy together. I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of things together in the future.
Yes, I would
Absolutely.
love that. I
Absolutely.
would love that.
Awesome. Well, thank you both for being on. I am so excited. Again, I'll put a link to the song, a link to your websites, a link to your Spotify, all that. Myla, I have to see you DJ at some point. So I'm going to look to see where your festivals are. I can't go to Miami next week, but I'll look to see where another one. And Ricky, when
Sure.
I need to see you, I think there's a trip to Las Vegas in my future to come see your residency. So, because I would love to see you perform as well. So,
Amazing. Thank you, Zach, for having us. We appreciate it.
You both are so amazing, and thank you so much for being on. And be sure to check them out. Also, follow them on social media. They both do great jobs with their social media. I will put links to that in the description of this as well. And thank you both for being on. And talk to you again soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
And here's a sneak peek of Myla and Ricky Rebel's single Sky is Falling out today. And it's available on all platforms that are streaming and where music is sold. Thanks so much.
Once I had a dream, all my wishes came true. I did all the things they taught me to do. Rode the wave when on the ride. Try to feel alive, going dead inside.
Power I wanted, fame I can flaunt it, control's an illusion. Power I chase it, fame I can taste it, control's an illusion. The sky is falling, falling down on me. The sky is falling, love will set me free. Reach the top, touch glitter and gold. The air is warm, my heart is cold. Fame and fortune lied to me. Only love can set me free. Power I wanted, fame I can flaunt it, control's an illusion. Power I chase it, fame I can taste it, control's an illusion. The sky